What's happening, Shauno?
We're gonna get our mojo with ProFlow.
Welcome back, guys. Welcome to our very first tin shed tech tips video. We're in the front shed because the Magnaro's taken up because it's got no wheels. We've got Shauno here. What are we doing today, Shauno? We're doing a bit of a product review.
We are on the new ProFlow fuel rails.
Oh yeah?
To suit the L67. So instead of having the old up and over, one rail per side.
So George has kindly sent us up a product to review and show you guys how to install. What else we got in there, Shauno, that comes in the kit?
2 rails.
Yeah.
That's important.
That is important.
We got some brackets.
Yep. Different ones for different sides.
Driver rear, driver front.
Oh, yep. So
I believe.
Sweet. So we actually can see where they're supposed to go.
Passenger rear, passenger front. We got some little bolts.
Some little bolts. They're AN or Phillips? Oh, yep. AN bolts. So you need an Allen key.
We got plenty of stickers so we can show our love to George.
Oh, sweet.
Sticker it up. And then we got a little baggie.
A little baggie or some I think they're fittings.
We'll find out when we open it, I guess.
Sweet.
Cool. Let's take the cover off and
what we got over there?
we've got McDonald's
Oh
sticker.
yeah, because we love the Mang. Oh yeah. So maybe we do we ditch our trial for our Subway sponsorship? Because I think McDonald's sounds a bit better.
Yeah, I don't think we're getting anywhere with Subway.
No.
Does that mean I have to start eating Macca's though? Because I
You
don't really want to.
Got to get those fries going. Eat the fries, fry the tires. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll make a logo for something like that. So we've also got trusty Stocko as a rock Big Ev, because I enjoy driving this thing around at the moment, being that it's just 6 pounds of goodness. Let's start ripping into it. We'll take all that off. We'll show you. But first things first, make sure you get rid of the fuel out of the system. Is obviously the fuel's pressurized at the moment because I drove it in. So we're going to take the fuel relay out. Now, being a VT,
That's different to a VY.
It is different than VY.
Oh.
So that one should be your fuel rail relay. Yep, so shouldn't have any fuel pump no more. So what we'll do, keys in the ignition, Shauno.
Yep.
And come on. Yeah, you can crack a little bit more. Alright, I think that should be done by now. Sweet. So fuel pressure should be gone now. And now we can disconnect the battery because fuel and alternator and spark.
Boom.
Boom boom.
Boom. Not the boom we want though.
Alright, so once you've taken that off, 13mm bolt at the top.
So they were 10s to take the engine cover off. 13 for that bolt in the middle of the fuel rail.
Yeah, and then
10s for
the
bottom
studs
bolts
down here on the lower intake manifold. Now, the reason why we say undo your alternator is you're positive. So this is the alternator for the police equipped model at the time, which is 120 amps. So they're a bigger circumference, but they're not as deep. But they're only designed to fit the Ecotec, the NA model, where I've kind of made this work for the moment. But I'll go have a spare L67 alternator, so I'll go grab that to show later on. But as you can see, short over the back here, she's very, very close down there where that grommet is. So that's the positive point. So hence why I've disconnected it, because yes, we don't want to go zap. It also makes it a bit of a pain getting these things out. But also, make sure you have any of these fuel clips to undo your fuel rail because they make life so much easier. Like so. And you can just pop these up out of the way for the moment. That one's obviously, I've got an extra fuel filter in there at the moment.
Okay, so that's not
stock.
That is not stock. You can see the inline filter there, guys. That's not a stock line. That's what Ed's put in there.
That's because the fuel line was rusty when I put these back together.
Right.
I didn't want that going in the injector, so I had double the amount of filtration. Alright, so Sean has already pre-clipped the injectors off. Make sure there is no debris down here. If you can, beforehand, blow it out with some compressed air, because whatever's down here, if there is anything like a bolt, a stick, crud, it will fall down the injectors holes. Not liking the smell of this 98. I want my corn back.
I like fuel that smells like fuel.
I just want milk that smells like real milk.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Cool. A whole lot of yeah. Anyway.
If you ever go away on holidays, just remove your fuel rail and your car will be fine. No one can steal it.
Exactly. Alright. So that's all clean down there.
Yeah, it's all pretty clean.
Sweet. Sweet. So now we can start taking the fuel injectors out of the old rail. Now, this is a good time if you want to. We've done a video on it. How to clean out the injectors by putting carpet cleaner fluid and just pulsing the injector. That's a good freshen up, get any debris or crap out of there. Any sticky varnish that's still sitting around that. Oh, this one's stuck in there pretty well. There we go. That's stuck around the pinion going up and down. But yeah, we can put that in there. Now, put some rubber grease, which will help it slide into the new one. The dog's going off next door, isn't it?
Mm. We know where you live, though.
Yeah.
I wouldn't live in these parts without a guard dog.
Buddy doesn't. He barks. He's all bark.
Yeah, he's all bark. No bite. He's a big cuddly sook. That's what Buddy is.
Cuddly sook.
He looks like he'll rip your head off.
And then what's those fruit? Oh, there it is. Yep. So we're doing the driver's side first. So the fuel rails don't come with any fittings, but this is a 90-degree banjo fitting from Aeroflow. They allow the clearance around the fuel rail at the butt of the alternator. And as Sean saw, it didn't fit before, but you actually angle forward, so it allows the fuel rail.
See the angle on those injectors?
Yeah, so it allows the fuel rail to actually sit basically in line with the first injector of cylinder number 2. So.
Alright.
And that should slide down. There we go, Shauno. You want to go?
Come in sideways.
Stand on that.
There we go, they clipped in nice.
So that's the gap. Now this is the bigger 120 amp alternator, so there is a bit more clearance here. So we'll go and grab a stock one and show you how that fits.
I might come around the other side and see if we can see that gap a bit better. There we go. So, yeah, it's not massive, but that's plenty when you're talking, engine bolt-on stuff.
Exactly. So just got the stock one out of the box for the moment so we can see the clearance difference. But yeah, there you go, Shauno. It's a lot tighter on a stock alternator.
It is. Hold on. Let me get in there nice.
Get in there nice and close. Get in there nice and deep like.
You can... Oh, wow. I'm having a shocker tonight on camera, but... Yeah, you can barely see a gap.
Yeah. Yeah, so it is a very tight closeness. But remember, there's no movement between the fuel rails and an alternator because the whole thing's moving. So there's no scratching or anything like that.
Can we see the clearance any different from
my side?
Your side of the car? Oh, there we go. So it is the stock alternator is deeper. Is that what you were saying before?
Yeah. So the stock alternator is deeper.
Yeah.
The 120 amp police alternator obviously is more bigger circumference but skinnier.
Yep.
So it gives you more clearance. You can make them fit. It's just really tight wiring wise.
So what we're saying is, if you need to redo your alternator, upgrade it to this.
If you've got a bigger stereo, definitely. Why not? Bigger bang on the spark too. So
yeah,
we did it because this thing sounds like this. And annoyed the out of me.
Hopefully you can hear that on the video. Free carpal tunnel with every alternator installation.
Oh, maybe you're.
That's why Ev's doing it, not me, because I've already had both my hands fixed from years of abuse.
Hey, don't talk about Miss Palmer like that.
Wow, it was both hands. I'm not that talented. So if you pay a mechanic to do an alternator change, just watch this video instead. That's it. It's one bolt there, one bolt. Can I get in there? There's a sneaky one in right there.
And you should have another one going from here all the way down to there. But we don't have this button.
We don't have that brace. And then obviously just the fitting on the back. So, yeah. Don't be afraid to try an alternator. It's probably one of the easiest things to do on these engines, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Not like an LS.
Unlike Toyota, who like to put their alternators down low, Holden went, let's put it up the top. Unless you're a Magnaro build, then you put it back down low.
Yeah, but you'll see that shortly on another episode of Tin Shed TV. But at the moment, let's continue on this. Alright, so we're just fitting the legs up now. Now, make sure you read the sticker. DF, driver's front. So it goes in the original footing holes for the old fuel rail, which is down here. There and up the back there. Make sure you keep your injectors in, just in case you lose a bolt down there, don't we, Sean? We don't.
Don't want to be doing that.
Don't want to be doing that. So, one in there, one in there.
Just go by hand. Don't do them up with your Allen key until you're actually happy with the fitment.
Yeah.
So they're just finger tight, so I can slide it.
Mm-hmm.
And then this one, driver's rear.
We can't fault these so far. So obviously the fuel rails are sold as a fuel rail only. You don't get the banjo fitting in it, but we'll put the all the fittings listed in the description for the video. But these are a dash 10, dash 10 or dash 8, I can't remember. AN orb. So we'll just get those fittings, and then obviously down to a dash 6 for this side.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then now we'll shove these in and we'll show you how to route the actual fuel lines itself. What do you think, Sean?
Yeah, I think you can't really stuff these up. I'm not swearing because we don't want to get kicked off YouTube, but pro flow to the outside by the look of it. So it's on the outside of that one. It's on the outside of that one.
Yeah.
So passenger is at the back of the rail. The driver's at the front of the rail. The banjo fitting there.
You can't. Man, it's car Lego.
Yeah, the 3 holes go down.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
You
boom,
can't.
boom. And obviously the holes are on the inside for the feet to install it. So
Like you can't get this wrong.
No. Even if you can't read, the size of the brackets will tell you which way round they go. Because obviously, when you fit it in there, it's going to line up with the bolt that's on the top of the limb.
Yeah.
So, you know, if I go and put that bracket on there and I sit it in there and it doesn't fit, it's because I'm stupid.
Now, just give you a hand, if you want to just undo the bottom bolt on your alternator, just so you can swing it up. Now, got these. For this alternator, it's a pain in the ass because the wiring's down the bottom, but it gives you that little bit of extra clearance once I get this stupid thing I accidentally used 2 bolts. So there is a reason why, and get in there, Shauno. It allows that rear one just to swing it that extra little bit. There we go. Just to get behind that foot of the M90. And that allows that to slide down.
Alright, and that alternator just dropped back into position, and what are we looking at?
Yep, and then
Pretty good.
pretty good. There, and then come down the back here, Shauno. Let me turn the light on this this sucker. There we go. And as you can see down here, there's your back foot. Yep. Whoop, there we go. And that all lines up perfectly. So, yeah. So you know it does fit. So at this point, what you can do is tighten these using an Allen key, a 90-degree Allen key. This last one's going to be probably have to stay there, but yeah, got to tighten those so they're all not going to move. But as you can see, Shauno, fits there. That's the actual fitting spot there.
Fits nice. So you could get it in with the alternator, but just to make your life easier so you don't get angry at it, just undo your alternator and loosen it.
Or just take it out completely if you want. You've already taken the power out, so
yeah. Take your alternator out and put your rail in. It's probably our advice, just instead of trying to fight with it for the the time it takes you to undo 2 bolts out of your alternator, you make life a lot easier.
All right, Shauno's just fitting up the side.
Yep.
Pretty happy with that. Yeah. How's the clearance look in the front over here?
Yeah, that's fine, because we're going to put another banjo fitting here.
Yep.
And there's plenty of room for your wires there.
Yep.
Just follow the instructions and make sure you only put that 1 bolt in as per the instructions, because if you put 2,
you'll never fit it.
Yeah, you don't get enough slide out of those brackets.
I believe that will be probably a fix. These are
bit of product development.
Oh, exactly. Like this is only like the first batch, and you only find issues when you test them out in a lot of things. But like that fits fine.
Yeah, rail wise, it's fine.
Yeah,
it's just the feet just need.
Now we did say about this alternator having more clearance, but the only issue of this alternator is where the grommet is. Now, as you can see, that foot hits down there. So even though you get more clearance between the banjo fitting and the outside the alternator, the bracket that bracket is rubbing against the positive terminal of an alternator. So that would not be well suited. So I would not suggest this type of alternator with these fuel rails, but this is not a stock alternator. No. The stock alternator has this positive up here, so it's tighter there, but at least you're not going to like make your car go on fire.
Bang bang.
But I reckon if some more product development and those feet get redesigned to come back further and go down further back and then come forward, that should clear it perfectly.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so we don't have the fittings here at the moment to fully fit it all up, but with the another banjo fitting over here, you can then do it in a series. So fuel comes in one end, loops over, exits there. Now these do not have a regulator, so you would have to buy a fuel regulator to go with it. Being that the old fuel rail has the rising rate fuel regulator built in. So you would get yourself, here's one from Big Ev, that's going back to Magnara. So you'll obviously block one side off because you only need one in, and then that will go into return, being the bottom one, because the top one there is your feet. Or you can have it where it splits off. So we have ourselves a little wire fitting like that.
But why would you do that, Evan?
Shut up, Sean. It's too late for a pun.
It's the only one I've had all night.
So obviously you come up, it would split into each end, so into there, and then
so you go in both ends at the same time.
Both ends at the same time, correct?
Ooh.
And then obviously you would have it come up, do, or say a 1 a 90 to go back out of the banjo fittings, connect to a fuel reg over here where tube will go into this and then go out down the back into return.
Right.
Now, the only benefit of doing that in when you have a lot of fuel flow and a lot of use for that fuel is if you ran it in series instead of parallel with the twin feed, you would get uneven pressure on different sides of the fuel rail. So you probably lean out one side more than the other. And that's not good because leaning out means melted piston. So for a basic build like this, it wouldn't hurt, but for a high horsepower build like the Magnaro, we're going twin feed and twin out.
Clear as mud?
Mud is clear.
Mud is clear.
For product review, we just made sure it can work, but you can fit your cover back over the top if you don't want to show them off, but we know people will want to show them off. But at least the cover fits back over them.
And then you could just, when you go from this one to this one, you could just sneak a hose under the snout next to that split loom. Put a bit of split loom over it just to make it look more stock. No one would even know.
You just don't have the ability to clip that harness back onto anymore.
You can't clip this harness because obviously it used to clip onto the old fuel rail.
Yeah.
What about that side?
That one's fine. Just obviously you got a big hole here where the hoses used to go into, but you don't have anymore. But like I said, I don't think people are going to run the cover anymore and showing off their M90.
No.
No.
No. If you're going to have some pretty rails from ProFlow, show them off a little bit.
Exactly. And obviously this will get changed out because that needs to now go to a fuel reg, which needs to be put somewhere. We suggest over here. Over here somewhere because you get enough space and you can put a nice little pressure glass thing on it like so you can actually read it.
There's a bolt right there.
There's a bolt there that you can use as well. There's plenty of bolts in here that you can use. You can even put it onto this old bolt here as well. So there's plenty of options.
Yeah, but don't forget about that one.
Yeah. So overall, Shauno, what do you think?
A few little suggestions, but that's just for the brackets. The rail itself.
The rail itself is perfect.
It's pretty cool.
Like, I can't fault the rail.
No.
We know it's going to be tight, but they are all tight anyway. But maybe in a new batch in the future, if it can come back 10 mil, nice and closer to this one. But obviously, they're made the same to probably lower manufacturing costs because if they're identical, you can get more batches out and save some coin. But even if this was shorter by 10 mil, at the back there as well, that wouldn't hurt either.
No.
So.
And then we're gonna try these on the Catfish and see how they fit with a water to air.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So
Being obviously a stock non-intercooled, we want to see what they look like and how they fit with a
water to air intercooler.
Water to air intercooler as well.
So they do fit a water to air intercooler because obviously all you're doing is raising the charger up a little.
Yeah.
But I can tell you they do not fit a Mace air to air plate. So we trialed it on the Magnaro for looks with the charge that we just announced. But yeah, definitely it does not fit a Mace air to air plate. So if you do have one, these will not work. But don't worry, we are in the middle of some R&D, aren't we, Shauno?
We are.
Shh. Hush hush talk, but we'll announce that when we get it. But the idea is they will work with our new design. Because what we do in the tin shed, Shauno?
Design on demand.
Design on demand, so everything's going to be working. So be sure to subscribe and you'll see all the good features coming here in the tin shed. But at the moment, I rate this 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
10 out of 10 for the rail, 9 for the foot.
Yeah, you got
8 for the foot.
You got to leave some room for improvement.
Exactly.
So 9 out of 10.
Yep. But I'm pretty sure George will take this.
Yeah, it's not much.
No.
It's not much. It's just to allow a little bit more clearance. So regardless of which alternator you've got.
Yeah. So just that foot comes back a little bit down.
Yeah, that's.
But it does fit. Oh, like it has worked.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just a little bit of foot. manipulate those brackets a little bit more, just to give us a little bit more clearance, and that's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right. I want to say to the followers, Shauno.
Like, subscribe, go back and give us a like on some of the old videos. Go back and watch some of the old videos and catch up with the series if you're a newcomer.
Exactly. Because we've got Magnaro starting in a few weeks. That second part of the build, which will be a record build.
It's gonna be a record build. It's gonna be a bit of a unicorn, isn't it?
Yeah.
So.
And then what are we doing with the catfish?
The interior. The interior's coming up. And little things like taking the rotors off.
Yeah.
Want to whiz all the surface rust off them and give them a nice coat of high temp black paint just to make them look nice, because we all know how the rotors like to get a good layer of surface rust on them when the car's not a daily.
Yeah. I think you just got to drive it more.
Yeah, that's about it. Well, I could drive it more if I could afford to drive it more.
Well, it's either $2. It's either $2.20 for E85 or $2.50 for 98 at the moment. So.
Yeah, but the diesel in my E85 is the same price, but the Calais uses a lot more per litre than my Prado does. So.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, we'll paint up those rotors, make it look nice. Get the interior done.
Yeah.
Give it a scrub, get it ready for rocking outs.
Sounds good.
Yep, that's about it.
All right, guys. Well, that's where we'll leave it. Thanks to George from FlorifLow for setting up these rails for us to test out. Yeah, we love them. So
we'll how about we tag ProFlow in the video so everyone else can go and follow the.
Oh
link.
yeah, we got the link for the product down in the description. So.
Yep, go down and have a look for yourselves. Go and check out George's gear.
Yep.
But
and we'll go check out McDonald's.
Oh, what slogan can we come up for McDonald's? Just a little bit bogan. I'm skidding it. Instead of I'm loving it.
Yeah, true.
I'm skidding it.
I'm skidding it. Just noticed there's a hole in the back. Little piece of metal stuck in there. Oh shit.
We're a real budget.
Real budget.
We're using camping lights.
One thing I hate about stock rails is no matter how much you shake it, get rid of it, this shit is like the bottomless pit of fuel. I wish my fuel tank was like it, but it just keeps coming out of these fuel rails. They're still stuck in here.
If you shake it more than 3 times, you're playing with it.
I'm not playing with these pieces of shit. We're going to go a different direction rather than Big Eb's engine, and this is what we're going to go with.